Giving all praise and glory to the Most High Power of Abraham Yatazak for allowing us to see this day. One more day closer to the kingdom. Giving all praise and glory to his holy name. As always, I want to start with Colossians 3:17. And I hope those that have learned will continue to follow the gospel of Mashiach Yahawashi as has been taught to them. Colossians 3:17, it says, and whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all by Hashem Mashiach Yahawashi, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by Hashem Mashiach Yahawashi. A lot of times we have to be reminded and the things why we do what we do and why we start here. It says in Ephesians 5:20, giving thanks always for all things unto the Most High and the Father by Hashem Mashiach Yahawashi, in the name of the anointed Savior, who is the Mashiach Yahawashi. So we give thanks to the Most High for everything, because he's worthy to be praised for everything. Hallelujah. Yes, so today I want to look, go into the book of Joshua and look at Joshua was chosen to bring we, the children of Israel, out of the wilderness. And to just show you how all that the Most High done with Moses, he chose Joshua and Caleb. They were the only adults that the Most High allowed to come out of the wilderness. That's why when people really try and elevate themselves to think that they're going to be one of those that make it to the kingdom, we have to make it out of the wilderness, first and foremost. We got to come out of the wilderness. And it's something that, you know, most don't even consider, because a lot of you might not know the plans of the Most High that's written in this Bible. Look at Ezekiel, the 20th chapter, just for us. We'll start at verse 33. It says, as I live, the Most High live forever, said the Most High Power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. As I live, said the Most High Power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, surely with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and with fury poured out will I rule over you. So it don't sound like he's coming back with a lot of love, or that he's going to rule over us with this love, peace, and happiness. He said with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and with fury poured out will I rule over you. And I will bring you out I will bring you out from the people and will gather you out of the countries wherein ye are scattered with a mighty hand. So he's going to gather us from out of the countries where we were scattered, because you read Deuteronomy 28:64, this was prophesied if we didn't follow the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. And we didn't. So therefore these curses from verse 16 to 68 came upon us. And this is one of the curses that he told us he's going to do, which is valid today. Because we are the children of Israel, Negro, Indian, and Latino descent, primarily scattered among all nations, as it tells us in Deuteronomy 28:64. And the Most High shall scatter thee among all people. So we're going to be scattered among all people. That's why when you look at Paul's writings, he had to go to the Israel that was scattered among the Gentiles. So he had to get the Gentiles that were scattered among the Gentiles. Because Israel, even unto this day, our people say that they're Gentiles. They've been taught that they're Gentiles. So that mindset is not new. That's something that the Ephesians, the Philippians, Corinthians, Thessalonians, these are all Israelites that were in these lands of Philippi and, you know, Thessalonica and Corinth and so forth, that were Israelites that were Just like our people today call themselves Gentiles, they was in the same mindset with the other nations, mingling among these heathen and learn the ways of the heathen. So it says, and the Most High shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. So we scatter among these different nations from one end of the earth even to the other. It says, and there, when we go amongst these lands, thou shalt serve other gods or other idols. Remember, it tells you in Psalm 96:5, for all the gods of the nations are idols. So we went among these nations and we serve their gods. So you're going to see their idols. It says, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone, all these different religions and so forth, or idols that they have set up. So going back to Ezekiel 20, in verse 34 it says, I will bring you out from the people, and will gather you out of the countries wherein ye are scattered, with a mighty hand, and with a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out. And I will bring you into the wilderness. When he gathered us from all these different lands where he scattered us, he's gonna gather us, not man. Because it tells you in Deuteronomy 28 and 29, it says, and thou shalt grope at noonday in our captivity, as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore. And no man, listen, and no man shall save thee. So ain't no man will come on this earth and save us, no matter how you want to elevate your leader, your minister, your pastor, who preach, whatever you call it. Ain't no man gonna save us. Mashiach Yahawashi is coming back through the power of the Most High. He's our Redeemer. Going back to Ezekiel 20. Verse 35 says, and I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face. See? He's going to bring us into the wilderness, just like he brought us into the wilderness before. And he's going to plead with us face to face. Oh yeah, like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, said the Most High Power. You gotta look at that. Because I just told you, we came out of Egypt, 600,000 men, army, warriors, with our women and children. The Most High in that wilderness killed 599,998 men, plus the women, right? He only saved Joshua and Caleb of the adults that came out of the wilderness. He allowed us to go around the wilderness 40 years, and he killed every adult. He brought the children that we had in the wilderness into the kingdom. And Joshua and Caleb, two people. That's why when you look at what he said, it might be hard to understand, but hopefully this will bring some clarity to your mind when he says in Jeremiah 3:14, he said, turn, O backsliding children, saith the Most High, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. We're not in Zion right now when we're reading in Ezekiel. We in the wilderness. And he say, you gotta understand, say, verse 36 of Ezekiel the 20th chapter, say, like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, said the Most High. See? Look at Numbers 14. Go to Numbers 14. Just an example. And verse 21, we're going to look at Numbers 14:21. It says, but as truly as I live, all the earth shall be filled with the glory of the Most High. Because all those men which have seen my glory and my miracles, which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, and have tempted me now these 10 times, and have not hearkened to my voice, surely they shall not see the land which I swear unto their fathers, neither shall any of them that provoke me see it. See? That's why it's important for us to follow the laws of the Most High, His rules and regulations. Look at, listen, let's continue. Verse 24, but my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit with him, and hath followed me fully, him will I bring into the land, whereinto he went, and his seed shall possess it. Now the Amalekites and the Canaanites dwell in the valley. Tomorrow then turn you and get you into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea. And the Most High spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, how long shall I bear with this evil congregation, which murmur against me? I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel, which they murmur against me. See, that's the problem. Just like you look at our people that go to church now, they murmur against the Most High, say, well, we're not under the law. We're under mercy and grace. But they're Gentiles. And they murmur against the Most High's rules and regulations. And they tell you in a minute, I'm a Gentile. We're not Israelites. The Jews killed Christ. But who's the mercy and grace for? Real quick, let's get it. Wisdom of Solomon. Because they say that. You hear them say that all the time. Wisdom of Solomon 3:9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, which is the laws of the Most High. When you read Psalms 119, 142. Thy righteousness and everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. They that put their trust in him, in the Most High, shall understand his laws, such commandments, his rules and regulations, which is the truth. And such as be faithful in love. Love is what? John 14:15. Mashiach Yahawashi said, if you love me, keep my commandments. 1 John 5:3. But it's the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. That's love. And such as be faithful in love, keeping the commandments of the Most High, shall abide with him. How you going to abide with him but you don't follow what he say do? For grace and mercy is to his saints. Who the saints? Psalms 1, grace and mercy is to his saints, not no Gentiles. We're going to prove that. So are people saying that they're not under the law, they're under mercy and grace, and that they're a Gentile? Grace and mercy is to his saints. Who the saints? Psalms 148:14. He also exalted the horn, which is the power of his people, the praise of all his saints. Who are the saints? Even of the children of Israel. A people, that's who we are. A people near unto him, because he don't know us. The children of Israel, praise ye the Most High, as it is written in Amos 3:2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Talking to Israel. So his grace and mercy is to his saints. Wisdom of Solomon 3:9. And he have care for his elect. Who's the elect? Isaiah 45:4. Isaiah 45:4. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect. So when you see this, you got to understand what is being said here to be able to get understanding. See, it says, going back to Numbers 14. See, how long shall I bear? Verse 27. Say, how long shall I bear with this evil congregation, which murmur against me? I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel, which they murmur against me. What do you think? You think the Most High is enlightened with the fact that you're saying that you have to follow him? His rules and regulations. He took the time to give us 613 commandments. Moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws, and sacrificial laws. And our people serving wood and stone have cast them out. His rules and regulations, they cast them out, yet still they say they believe in the Most High. They believe in God, as they say. But it ain't the God of this Bible. It ain't the power of this Bible, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Verse 28, say unto them, as truly as I live, saith the Most High, as ye have spoken in mine ears, so will I do to you. Your carcasses shall fall in this wilderness. That's your dead bodies. Shall fall in this wilderness, and all that were numbered of you, according to your whole number, from 20 years old and upward, which have murmured against me. Doubtless ye shall not come into the land, concerning which I swear to make you dwell therein, save Caleb, the son of Zephaniah, and Joshua, the son of Nun. But your little ones, which ye said should be a prey, them will I bring in, and they shall know the land which ye have despised. For as for you, your carcasses, your dead bodies, he said, they shall fall in this wilderness, and your children shall wander in the wilderness 40 years and bear your corners until your carcasses be wasted in the wilderness. After the number of days in which ye search the land, even 40 days, each day for a year. So he said each day for a year. As we search the land for 40 days, for he said for each day, he gonna give you a year in that wilderness. Even 40 days, each day for a year, shall ye bear your iniquities, even 40 years, and ye shall know my breach of promise. I, the Most High, have said, I will surely do it, until all this evil congregation that are gathered together against me in this wilderness, they shall be consumed, and there they shall die. See? So this is very important that we see this. Most High ain't playing. He didn't play then, and he's most certainly not playing now, because it's worse now than it was then. People are high-minded and not humble, very prideful. Listen, Ezekiel 20 and 35. And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face, like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt. So will I plead with you, saith the Most High. And I will cause you to pass under the rod, and I will bring you into the bond of the covenant, the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. And I will purge out from among you the rebels and them that transgressed against me. So he let you know, just because you make it on the chariots don't mean that you're going to make it to Zion, you're going to make it to the kingdom. Because he just said, I'm going to purge out from among you, so we're going to have those as he's going to bring. And I say it all the time, people that have such a problem with each other, because you know, all the commandments are based upon how we serve the Most High and how we serve each other. So he's going to put all those that have all these problems against the Most High first and foremost, in his laws, statutes, commandments. He's going to bring those that have a problem with loving their brother as their self, not loving their brothers, having problems with their brothers. You're going to be a rebel. He said, and I will purge out from among you the rebels and them that transgress against me. I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not, I repeat, they shall not enter into